What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we are going to be taking on the EZA for LR Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. So let's take a look at his battle info. So he is weak to legendary power, so he's weak to LR units. And then final trump card is the category here. So this is the team that I ended up building here. So these guys actually lead final trump card. So, and they're obviously physical, so they are type advantage against Vegeta. Then we bring, the new Gogeta, the year 7 LRs, the year 3 LRs, and then physical Goku and Piccolo. And I'm thinking we're just going to bring the Super Saiyan 3 trio. And that's just because they actually deal like a lot of damage. So it's kind of my main logic behind bringing them. But honestly, we should not have like any issues whatsoever because we've got a lot of powerful final trump card units on here. Plus almost all of them except one have type advantage. So we should be dealing pretty good damage, I would say, throughout this entire thing. But okay, let's take a quick look at Vegeta and see how he's looking. So Vegeta, new leader skill. Well, not new, but updated leader skill. So now he is Reps of Universe 7 and what is it? Powerful comeback. Key 3, 180%. Super, his 12 key super greatly raises defense for one turn. Compared to his counterpart Goku, who raises attack for a turn. He causes colossal damage to the enemy, has a high chance to perform a crit for one turn, then raises the allies' chance to perform a crit by 7% for one turn. So he's got the same effect as AGL UI Goku. And then his 24 key, he greatly raises attack and defense for one turn. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, has a high chance to perform a crit for one turn, and then raises the allies' chance of performing a crit by 7% for 2 turns. Then he is kind of sort of like a carbon copy of UI Goku for the most part, except kind of towards the bottom of his passive, there is some stuff that does kind of like change up a little bit. So let's see, looking at this here, let me make sure I got my rotations all set up. Okay, so he gets 200% attack and defense. That's start of turn. He gets 7 key and guards all attacks for one turn from the character's entry turn. So compared to AGL UI Goku, instead of dodging everything, he guards all attacks. He launches an additional attack that has a 77% chance to become a super. He gets 50% damage reduction. Plus, he gets an additional 10% damage reduction up to 30% within the same turn with each attack received or evaded. So the or evaded part actually is pretty clutch because honestly, you can, like, I know some people that have built these guys, like built this Vegeta full dodge, and guess what? It actually theoretically does work. But he also gets 3 key up to 10, plus an additional 30% attack and defense up to 120 with each attack performed. So basically he just gets 4 supers, and he's got his passive built up. He gets an additional 77% attack, and he performs a crit when activating the active skill, or when key is 24. He revives with 77% HP when the character or an ally attacking the same turn are KO'd, starting from the character's next attacking turn. Starting from the character's next attacking turn after the character receives an attack 5 or more times in battle. He gets a additional 7 key and 77% attack and defense starting from the turn in which the character or an ally's revival skill is activated. So same thing as Goku. Get the active skill, or sorry, get the revival skill, and then you have to wait a turn, and then you can actually get the additional 7 key and 77% attack and defense. Then he also guards all attacks within the next attacking turn after the character revives. So again, revival, next turn he comes back out, guards all attacks. Very good. And then he does have the next active skill, which is the final explosion, which causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. Can be activated when HP is 50% or more starting from the 4th turn of battle. So I remember when they first dropped this news, obviously they don't say anything about the active skills being changed or what updates they do to the active skills. But I remember people were like, man, imagine if he actually turns into a, they're basically like, imagine if he turned into like a nice world tournament unit. And it was basically, you know, if it's 50% or more, just off of turn 1, like I'd say move aside Piccolo Jr., because if this Vegeta was there, everybody would be running this Vegeta solely for a world tournament. All right, so this is actually going way easier than the UI Goku one, because Final Trump Card actually is a super powerful like category, whereas Space Traveling Warrior, I mean, for the most part they are pretty dead. They kind of did get screwed with a lot of different like terrible units that were dropping. So we need a really good celebration for Space Traveling Warrior units, especially like for First Form Frieza. He needs a really good partner to kind of make him even better. Now, I'm not saying that he's bad by any means, but in like today's content, he definitely cannot survive some of these attacks. Which at this point, I don't even understand why they don't give units defense raise on Super, because almost everybody needs it anymore. All right, so yep, we are almost done here. Oh, so I guess I can talk about one thing real quick. So I didn't do a video or anything like that breaking down the news that we got for part 3 here, but they did announce that we are getting the Universe 7 EZAs early. So like the Tanabata EZAs. So we are actually going to be getting the EZA for like INT LR17, and we're going to get it for the physical LR17 and Golden Frieza. And to make it even sweeter, they're also dropping the EZA for LR Tech Jiren. So, I mean, I don't know what they've got planned, but if they're already dropping the EZAs for these 3 units, which are like the main headlining EZAs of the Tanabata celebration, who knows what they've got planned up their sleeves. In my opinion, what I can see them doing just to speed this up is literally just going to be to drop the Tanabata like UI Goku and then put Topo on his banner and just drop that as like the next banner following Anniversary right before Worldwide. And then I guess to really sweeten the pot, they could make a Carnival double rate banner for Jiren and Cell Max. Now that would be crazy, but at the same time, that would be such an annoying like summon video that I would have to do, because it's fine, you know, like when you're summoning for one, but the problem is when you're summoning for, like, if there's 2 units on a banner and you're summoning for both of them and they're both like the new featured unit, then say you get like a Black Rift or something like that, like something of that sort. The problem you're really going to be running into is you don't know which unit it's going to be. Like say Selmax and Jiren are on the next banner. Well, say you've been summoning and you got Jiren at 90%, but you still have no Selmax. You do your next summon and boom, you got a Goku Black Rift. The problem is you don't know which unit you're actually getting as a okay, we're back. I don't actually know what happened to my recording there. All of a sudden I was like looking over and none of my none of my voice was being recorded. And I actually got scared there for a second because I was like, hold on, was I actually recording this entire video with no audio? Which I actually need to go back now and watch, because if I literally did not record any kind of audio, that's not going to be very good. That's going to be so terrible if that actually happened. The problem is that I've actually done that one time with one video where I think it was actually like a summoning video that I did, and you know, my boy Lucas was on there with me, but I forgot to turn his voice recording on. So literally I was just talking to myself the entire video. So I had to mute myself completely. I had to get rid of the audio completely and just put music over it and just do summons. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm gonna have to go back and just double check that. But either way, we did get all of the stages done. Go ahead and accept these 3 stones, and there we have it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, and if you're new here, subscribe as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.